Who's doing your renovation is always more important than what you are renovating. With over 20 years of experience in the construction industry, I have worked with a lot of awesome and also a lot of bad contractors over the years. If you don't know me, my name is Adam Finch and I'm located in Ontario, Canada. And I have worked in the construction and renovation industry for over 20 years, from framing houses to running my own renovation company to supervising and helping manage multi-million-dollar high-rises across Southern Ontario. I've seen a lot of good and a lot of bad. Hiring your contractor is extremely important, and deciding who it's going to be. You want to make sure that you're hiring someone who's qualified and you're not just worrying about that number that's on that quote that they give you, because there's a lot more to it than just that number. Depending on how fast you need the project done and the quality you're looking to have done, that plays a very pivotal role in who you're going to hire. Cheap is cheap, but it's not always cheaper. If there is excessive rework, if there is bad products that don't stand the test of time being put into your property, those are going to cost you more in the long run. Everyone wants super cheap flooring. You know, it's $1 a square foot. But that $1 a square foot flooring may only last 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years. You pay $2, you pay $3 a square foot, all of a sudden you've got something that's going to last you 10, 20, 30 years. Look at some of the houses that are being built now versus the ones that have been being built in the past. That 1970s linoleum lasting forever. Cheap vinyl, cheap laminate. I've done it. I've installed it in my own house before. Falls apart after 2 or 3 years. If that, a little bit of water spilled on it, the joints are all swollen and it's completely garbage and you have to redo it. Hiring a qualified contractor with experience can help you walk through those important decisions that are going to save you money, that are going to give you the result that you want. So how do you make sure that you're not getting screwed over? Very important. Number one, follow me. Reach out if you need anything. I'm always happy to help. I've spent the last couple years talking throughout North America on how to successfully plan out your renovation projects, from a bunch of different real estate events to the International Builder Show this past year in Orlando, Florida. I was there talking about this very topic, how to make sure that you set your renovation up for success and that you don't get screwed over, you don't get scammed, and you don't lose money. And in the end, you'll profit from the decisions that you choose, because that's the most important thing, is that you make money eventually, right? Doing a renovation for your property is one of your biggest investments you're ever going to do. So making sure that you take care of it and that you're doing the proper renovations, you're building it right the first time, is how you're going to possibly spend a little money up front, but you're going to save in the long run, and then you're going to profit when you go to exit the property. Again, we're talking about the flooring. If after 5, 10 years you got to replace the floor and you're not planning to sell for the next 12, 15 years, that's another renovation cycle that you have to deal with, that you wouldn't have to deal with if you'd buy that more durable product. So talking about the contractors, how do you find these contractors that can help you out, that can walk you through the steps? Referrals. Biggest thing is referrals. Ask people who have done renovations in the past, are they happy with the contractor that they used? Did they provide quality work? Were they attentive? Did they show up on time? Did they keep the job site clean? Did they communicate well? If there were issues, how did they address them? Was there anything hidden? You know, did they get out permits? Did they walk you through the process? Do you even need permits? These are all questions that you should be asking your contractor, but also things that they should be bringing up to you. Aside from referrals online, if they don't have a presence online, that's not necessarily a bad thing, because there's a lot of people who don't want to have an online presence, but it's pretty easy to find qualified contractors online. You can easily see their work on social media or on Google, and then read the reviews. And I always like to make sure that I look at the negative reviews or the reviews that aren't 5 stars, because that's going to really tell you someone's opinion. From there are local construction and building associations that you can reach out to as well, so do some searching online. As well, if you guys want to reach out, I do have a free guide that can help walk you through these questions as well that you should be asking your contractor, and how to hire the right contractor to do the right job for you. The biggest thing though is to make sure that the people who are working on your site, they're qualified and they have proof of what they've done before. They've got those referrals, whether they're images that you can find online, or they've got pictures that they can show you when they walk you through the process and how they're going to bid the job and how they're going to do the job. As well, you want to make sure that they've got license, they've got insurance. Depends on your area. I mean, everyone needs to have at least some sort of insurance. Depending on the area, they may have to have a contractor's license. Depending on the trade, they may also have to be licensed in their trade. Electrical, plumbing, HVAC, gas, they usually are all mandated to have licenses. Some contractors have to have a general contractor's license, some don't. Some handymen also have to have licenses. So those are very important things that you make sure that if it's required in your area, that those contractors have that. Things happen on site. They just will. A pipe could burst. Electrical, even if it's not the work that your guys are doing, you start moving around on older houses and touching stuff. You never know what could have been done previously, and what's done that you can't see behind the walls. So making sure that you have that insurance is going to help protect you and protect them. Safety training as well. Ask the guys what kind of safety training they have. Again, those rules change depending on what they're doing and where you're located, but it's very important to make sure that they have that safety training, or you could be liable for that. You don't want to be liable for that. It can be very costly. And the biggest thing is just make sure that you're being protected. So if you don't know what you're doing, reach out to somebody, reach out to me, reach out to other contractors in your area. Join Facebook groups, local buy and sell groups as well. You can ask around. There's always community groups on Facebook that you can hop onto as well. I have an online community called the Be a Pro Network. It's free to join on Facebook as well. So there's lots of different options out there. Sure, I want to promote my own stuff, but I want to make sure that you're protected. I've seen so many people over the years get screwed over and scammed because they didn't ask those questions. They didn't hire the licensed guys. They didn't hire the guys that were insured. And at the end, it's just a costly bill for them, and they end up paying for things 2 or 3 times over, which is something you never want to do, and I never want to see that happen to you. So make sure you're asking those questions and you're protecting yourself. You're protecting your biggest investment, right? Like a lot of people, the house is your biggest investment. You're hoping to use that into retirement to help you either in retirement or that you're going to pass down towards future generations. And it's hard to do that if you are being taken advantage of or something goes wrong on your renovation project. So do the work and make sure you're rehabbing like a pro.